matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Oh, nice move. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Lance. Flushed out right. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert with a 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They'll try and throw for him. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones, 37 yards. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And in for the Lions touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Lance. Darrell Taylor. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there just before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second down and goal. Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Brady will try again on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The final shot before half for Brady. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particular.
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From midfield, here's Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And this one is incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Tackled by Avonte Maddox. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Mooney, 52 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Brady's going to look to throw. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 35 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Evan Ingram, 7 And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Big play! Big play!
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. Seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Here's White.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trey Lance taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
12.
Here's Burrow. And they work this out past the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Back to you. 45. Mike.
Now Burrow on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taking a fake. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
11.
Now it's Burrow. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, 49 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now White on a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it here. This is James White.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. Inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The kick by Marr is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Burrow's throw is caught here by Anderson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Now Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
He shakes him off. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Again, it's Burrow. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's White.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, Burrow. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelsey, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they'll have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's White. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Next drive underway. What do you do? Something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back. Catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching and good night.